Sairam, so the question is, what are the restrictions when you join this path? What is it that you have to give up? What is it that you have to cultivate something new? This is the question. Particularly food, which most of the paths have a lot of restriction on, diet restrictions, what time you have to wake up and do your sadhana. Is there a specific time? Is there a kind of food that you can consume which you cannot consume? Should I become a vegan? Should I become a sattvic food I only consume? Or should I eat meat or not? Can I have alcohol? Can I smoke? So these are all the questions which, obvious questions which comes into this arena. In Shunya Kriya or Saipanth, there are no restrictions. It is not that it is said that don't eat this and eat this. So long as the food is concerned, let me clarify what our master has said. Once somebody asks him that should I eat only the sattvic food, I can't consume garlic and onion and so on and so forth. Baba always used to speak in a very cryptic manner. He used to say it in a very light vein. And he stated that he who gets influenced by the kind of food that he eats, and if that influence on that person affects adversely his spiritual growth, then he has not yet started. The most ridiculous thing. So, in other words, Baba said, जो खाता है बंदा, वो अगर हजम नहीं कर सकता है और उसके वजह से उसको उसकी स्पिरिचुअल मतलब उसकी आध्यात्म में आगे बढ़ना मुश्किल हो रही है, तो वो कैसा स्पिरिचुअल है, वो कौन सा साधक है. So if your food that you consume influences your spiritual self, you are not even started. So there are no restrictions here. You eat meat or you don't eat, you eat tamasic food, sattvic food, we are really not bothered. Doesn't mean that we are advocating anything that you have to eat this, you have to eat non-veg or you have to eat tamasic food. No, we are not saying anything. There's only one restriction or one requirement rather than a restriction is you have to get over and get above the addiction. Addiction to anything. Addiction to alcohol, addiction to smokes or tobaccos, addiction to a non-veg food, addiction to a vegetarian food, addiction to sweets, addiction to even the sattvic food. No addiction. I cannot live without eating this. I cannot live without drinking. I cannot live without smoking. I cannot live without intimacy, physical, emotional, mental, or whatever. That is where the problem is. It is not about what you have these habits or food habits or anything for that matter. The only thing which has been advocated in Shunya Kriya of Saipanth is addiction is a taboo. It becomes a sense of, you develop a sense of slavery. You are a slave of your addiction. That is what you need to liberate yourself from, not a particular food or a particular practice, a particular thing. So that is the answer. If there are any restrictions, there are no yes and no. You are restricted from getting addicted to anything. There is no specific restriction on what you should do and what you should not. Right? That is our answer for restrictions in Saipanth. Saira.